All right, let's take a look at the top 25 selling vintage basketball cards sold on eBay August 2024. Few rules 1981 or earlier. Anything before that 1986 Fleer and some of the star sets. No duplicate cards are allowed. I do allow autographs or variants. So let's say, for example, there is two 1980 triples with Irving, Bird, and Johnson, right? If one's all autographed, one isn't. They're both going to be in this video. Since they're going to be in this video. And graded or raw cards are allowed. So with that being said, before we jump into our top 25, I do want to give a huge shout out to this video sponsor, which is going to be On Mantle. They are a platform dedicated to card collectors. So you don't have to deal with all the junk that you see on Instagram or Twitter. And you don't have to deal with Musk or Zuck if you don't want to. So we have LZ3 over here posting that he's building a 1986 Fleer signed set and posting his journey, which I think is really awesome on that side of things. But you can also post cards in your personal collection minus things like this. So you can see that I just posted this Colonel Roosevelt card literally right before I started recording this video. So imagine a platform that's a mixture of Twitter and Instagram for card collectors. We don't have to deal with all this stupid political stuff that's going on right now. The link is going to be linked. This link is going to be down below in the description, as well as the comment section. And the best part is it is free to sign up, and they are supporting this channel. So if you guys do enjoy this basketball series, or even any of the other videos that I produce on the channel, and even a few minutes to sign up, click the link down below, sign up, and post some cards, because it's an awesome platform to do so. And I'm posting on there multiple times a week. All right, let's take a look at our top 25. So we have Gary Gregor. He only played 6 years in the NBA. It was a part of the member of the All NBA rookie team. This is going to go into someone's set registry in a 9. This one sold for about $27.50. Well, I will say you're going to see a lot of 1969s in high grade in this video, because someone either broke up a set or they gave up 1933 Sports Kings and Nat Holman. He was an NCAA coach where he won the NCAA and the NIT titles both in 1950. He's also in the Basketball Hall of Fame as a player. And this one in a 6 sold for $2,800. I want to see there's 2 or 3 basketball players in the 1933 Sports Kings. It's a set that features many different sports. There's baseball in there, there's basketball, there's hockey, there's boxing. There's a lot of Olympics cards. It's a really, really fun release. And if you are into pre-war cards, highly recommend that you check out this set. Next, we have a Slater Martin. This is a tough regional issue of the Lakers Scots. I actually saw a full set of this once at the National. I can't remember which National it was, but when the auction houses displayed all of them. And that was my first time seeing these in person. There are a 13 card set based out of Minnesota, so you will find a Mikan in there. And just to show you how expensive Mikan would be, a Slater Martin in a 2 sold for $2,900. 1961, Oscar Robertson, the Big O, 12-time All-Star, was an MVP. Last month, we featured a BVG 7, which also did 3K. So same exact pricing. I think this PSA 7 looks really nice. So either someone paid too much for that BVG 7 or someone got a really nice deal on this PSA 7. Dave Gamby, 12 NBA seasons, 1967 championship. This was in a 9, which is a really impressive grade for the 1961 Fleer set, and this sold for $35.51. Jumping into the top 20 now, we have Connie Hawkins. He had an interesting career. Hall of Fame in 1992. He was banned while in college, and the NBA also banned him. Apparently, he was innocent of point shaving, but they both thought he was point shaving at some point. I don't know the full story and context, but the NBA ended up settling with him and gave him $1.3 million because they said they were in the wrong. And he played for the ABL, the Globetrotters, as well as the ABA before joining in the NBA. So he missed his prime. This one sold for $37.64 in that 9 grade. Kevin McHale signed over here, Gem Mint 10, but has an authentic auto. This is probably an 8 auto because it is quite streaky. It's a shame. It's such a nice card, but that's a risk, right? Getting your autograph on here. Full career as a Celtic. This sold for $3,800. George Mikan, 1948 Bowman. It looks like it was erased at the top, which I assume is why they have the authentic grade over here. This is one of your grails of vintage basketball cards. And $4,000 for an authentic, although it doesn't look too bad. Glenn Chappell, 10-year NBA career, two-time ACC Player of the Year during college, and this 9 sold for $4,000. I told you, a lot of high-grade 69 tops. In the 16th spot, a Jerry West. This seemed like it was a pretty good deal because there's only 6 that were graded higher. This was a 7 grade with a 10 autograph, has an inscription of the logo, and this sold for $43.40. I think this was a pretty good deal, but I'm not well versed in these vintage autographs. 1972 of Julius Erving in an 8.5. I talked about it in the last video how to legitimize the ABA 30K points. PSA 8 last video did 3,100, so the jump from an 8 to an 8.5, you're looking at $4,500. 1969 Art Harris. Apparently I forgot to put a bullet point for this guy, so I apologize for that. But this one sold for $4,500. Up next, a 1968 Lou Alcindor. This pretty rare Italian card. Last video, a PSA 4 did $4,500. This video, a 5 did $5,000. Walt Bellamy, Hall of Fame, 61-62 Rookie of the Year, 4-time All-Star, $54.95. 1961 Wilt Chamberlain. The SGC 10 just recently sold for $1.7 million. Congrats, Caleb. His card shop actually got that card. Don't know how specifically that deal went down, but man, that is a massive find with that. And previous video 6.5, it did 7,000. You could get the 6 for $5,500. All right, let's take a look at our honorable mentions. So up first, we have Bernie Williams, not the baseball player, but the basketball player. 5 years, ABA, NBA. This 10 sold for $18.77. Then, Iceman himself, George Gervin, NBA 50 and 75 teams. This is his rookie card over here, 1906 in a 9. Lou Hudson, Hall of Famer, 6-time All-Star in a 10 from 1971, 1913, a solid 89 cents. Then Dick Van Arsdale, apologize if I didn't pronounce that one correctly, 3-time All-Star and a 12-year career, 1926. Bob Cousy, 1957, Celtics legend. Last episode featured a 6 that also did $2,100. Magic Johnson, this is his second card in the set, 2283, and not as popular as his other. Jack Marin, 11-year career, 12,541 career points. This in a 9, once again from 1969 tops, 2520. This is an interesting one. Bird, Magic Johnson, Dr. J, triple auto on an 86 checklist. And then it says Jersey Fusion Game Use NBA logo, but doesn't tell you who it is. I mean, I guess this is pretty cool, but this sold for $4,040. I wish it told us, unless it's just a random game used logo man. I don't know. $4,000. I don't know if I love the logo man being chopped like that also. This was awesome. I've talked about this in other videos. I'm not an expert on auto pricing, but this is a 76 signed basketball set. 142 out of 144 signed. It's just missing the Maraviches. And this is what the seller said. I've worked on this for decades. Nearly complete signed 1976 Topps basketball set. 142 out of 144. Only missing the 2 Maravich signatures. Has all the tough ones. Kareem, Havlicek, Unsold, Walker. Maybe the most complete set in existence. $4,500. That seems cheap. Again, I don't know autographs as much as other people, but that seems like a very affordable price for this set. But with that out of the way, let's take a look at our top 10. Nate Thurmond, 14-year career, Hall of Fame. First player ever to record an official quadruple double. This 9 sold for $6,000. 81 Larry Bird, $6,700. The solo pick, much more popular. That sold for $17,000 last month. Magic Johnson, talked about his other one. Oh, this is a more popular card. This is an old cert. The last 10 did $11,000. This one sold for $8,600. Rebound Leader. This is the second most popular Larry Bird card in the set. And this 10 sold for $8,995. 1957 Bill Russell and a 6. This set always has comments entering issues. Celtics NBA legend, $9,225 on this copy. The more popular bird with Dr. J, and also the first Magic Johnson card. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Which card would you rather have? We have this in a 9. It sold for $12,500, right? Or you have this with an 8 and a 9.5 autograph. Now, this is a controversial card. I saw this posted all over social media. People were questioning, why is there a 9.5 grade? And well, this is what happens when you sometimes have multiple autographs on a card. I've seen a few of these before. So let's say you have 2 autographs on a card, right? One's a 9, one's a 10. Well, PSA will give it a 9.5 in that instance. So it's the only 9.5s that PSA gives out. Now, here's my controversial opinion. There's 3 autographs on this card. You can't get 9.5 from the math perspective, right? Let's say 2 autographs get a 10, one gets a 9, 9.67. Let's say 2 are 9s and one's a 10, 9.33. How do we get a 9.5 out of that? It's just funny. I mean, there are cards out there that have 4, 5, 6, 7 autographs, 8 autographs. Are we gonna do partial grades on that? I don't. Should have just given it a 9 or given it a 10. It's just weird in this scenario. I get if there's 2 autographs, but when you have 3, 9.5, it does not math. Come on, PSA. You have church people. All right. 1981 Larry Bird, $17,000. Essentially same price last month. This card was the most expensive last month, but this is number 3. We actually have 2 cards that were more expensive. So let's take a look at those. Up first, a 1970 Maravich in a 9. There's 87 9s out there, but there's only 2 10s. This sold slightly under $20,000. If you're wondering what the most expensive card is, drumroll, Adrian Dantley. Probably no one predicted this one. Hall of Famer, 6-time All-Star. This is his rookie card. There's only 4 PSA 10s out there, but man, someone did well on their 10s because the last 10 in 2021 did $11,000, and in today, 2024, 25 G's. So congrats to whoever purchased the 10 in 2021 for 11K, because you did extremely well with that purchase. That's it, guys, for this video. And if you want to check out last month's video, I have it on the screen right here. I'm going to put it down below in the description and the comment section. And I do want to thank following channel members: Giles, Alaska Picker, and Aaron Herbert. If you guys want to be a channel member, just click down below. It's right on YouTube, and I will also add you to these videos at the very end. All right, I will catch you in another video. I'll be back for the top sales in September.